Hi guys, welcome to the reading corner and a drizzly-ish morning. I started reading this book over a year ago, but I finally have Blue Bloods by Melissa de la Cruz. Okay, first off, errors. It's bad. I had to stop keeping track, especially towards the end. There was like 2 or 3 on a page. They were things like words would be missing. The biggest error I found, and this is like never happened. Nobody has done this before, and this is a published book. So you know how at the end of a paragraph, the end is the period, and then on the next line you indent and then start the next sentence, right? I mean, that's how you use paragraphs. She split the sentence, half the sentence, and then it continues on in the next paragraph. So it's like, Jack went to the store. I mean, it cuts off 3 words into the thing, and then there's an enter and a tab, and the sentence continues. It's awful. It's really bad. So the book starts out with this girl named Skylar who has 2-ish friends, Dylan and Oliver. Skylar is really close with Oliver, and Dylan has just kind of integrated himself, and they go to this school, Duquesne. Skylar meets this really handsome guy named Jack Force, and he has a twin, Mimi. Jack and Skylar kind of start this like fling thing. Then Skylar learns that she's a blue blood, or like a vampire, and she has like a meeting once a week to like learn about her heritage and stuff. There's a whole bunch of weird things about these blue blood vampires versus other vampires. In this book, they're just reincarnated and into like human bodies, and then their human bodies have to transform back into vampires. They regain their memories from previous lives, and they have like a council that rules them. A few young, in the process of transforming blue bloods, are killed and drained of their blood, and Skylar has to figure out what's going on because she is now a transforming blue blood, and she and everyone she knows are in danger and at risk. So the first thing I noticed was that Jack and Mimi, the twins, they have this like weird relationship, and it's not, I mean, it's kind of sort of explained later in the book, but they have this it's almost incestual and sexual way between them, and it's really uncomfortable. There were a lot of really large, totally out of place words that I had to look up. There are no way that teenagers are gonna know these things. There's just absolutely no way. It was like the author was trying to be like smart and creative with her word choice, and it like failed. It was bad. It's all descriptive, like describing people's houses and what people are wearing and people themselves, and which is okay. Character development is great, setting the scene is great, but she just overdid it, and there was like no plot. All we were doing was learning about Skylar being a blue blood and Skylar liking Jack. Not a lot of dialogue. In the very beginning, it was mostly descriptions, and there was way too much emphasis on people's backstories. Like Bliss, for instance, is another character that I haven't talked about, and she's from Texas. Her father is a blue blood, and I don't remember whether or not her biological mother was a blue blood, but her father has remarried with this other girl. All you need to know about Bliss is what I've just told you. I did not need to know everything they told me about her. It was really frustrating. It was hard to discern what I should be paying attention to and what I could disregard. Another issue that I have with this book is that it portrays these idols. They're supposed to be modeling this perfect behavior, and they're going to clubs and they're drinking underage and they're attacking other people, clubs with drugs, and it's not something that I want to encourage in young people. If I was writing a teen book, I would not include that unless I was talking about how completely ridiculous a person is, and these are things that you shouldn't, and this is someone that you shouldn't idolize. It's my own personal issue with that. I instantly hated Mimi. I did. She's this immature little brat, and, you know, she gets everything handed to her on a platter, and everyone just does what she wants them to do for her. Like, she's just so aggravating to me. So there's this section in the book where the author tries to do this cliche storyline where the introverted girl gets turned into this really awesome popular party girl, and I found it irritating. Mostly because there are a lot of cliche stories that go on in this book. There's a whole slew of other ways that Bliss and Skylar could have been friends than through Makeover Central. However, the book itself was really good. I did give it a 4 out of 5, just because I had a few issues with some of the stuff that was going on. Didn't detract from how the story progressed. And I will be reading the second one, so probably another year will go by the time I have that book. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. All the way through. If you are interested in any more book-related things, please subscribe. You can always leave comments about books you want me to read in the thing here or here, the sidebar area. Links to FoodFoolery, my project, my blog, and my hub pages. So see you in a couple of days with my next video.